What's up, guys? Hey, I just thought it would be a good idea to kind of give an overview of what it's like living in Encinitas and mainly the cost of living in Encinitas. I often get asked, like, where's the best place to live in North County? And a lot of people seem to be really interested in Encinitas as a whole. So today I'm going to do kind of more of a raw video in terms of less edited footage, but I just kind of wanted to dive into the city of Encinitas, kind of give a map view of where things are in relation to, for example, downtown San Diego or the rest of North County as a whole, and then dive into each neighborhood. There's really 5 neighborhoods. We have Leucadia, Old Encinitas, Cardiff, New Encinitas, and Olivenhain. Those 5 neighborhoods are what make up the city of Encinitas, and things like where are the best schools, what is there to do, how much is the housing costs in each of these little neighborhoods within Encinitas. So today we're going to get into that, and just right here behind me, my talking screen, you'll see the overlay of Encinitas. But for now, let's just jump on into it and go from there. All right, so here we are in the map view of Encinitas. This whole area outlined in red is the entire city of Encinitas. And obviously you can see the coastal sections have some fantastic beach, the cities on the coast, or rather the portions of Encinitas that are on the coast, have some fantastic surfing spots. But if you look at Google Maps alone, you can get a lot of information. But mainly what I want to do to kind of provide the value and really show what Encinitas has to hold is kind of dive into each little section here, because right here you have an area called Leucadia. It's very unique, very special, along with Old Encinitas, which is more of that downtown area. Then you got Cardiff, Old Encinitas right around this area, and Olivenhain, which kind of works your way inland. So let's dive into Leucadia first. So Leucadia as a whole, hold on. So Leucadia as a whole covers pretty much the entire north portion of Encinitas. So this whole area right here is Encinitas. And there's quite a few good areas of Leucadia. Predominantly, people really enjoy the south of the 5 freeway. That tends to have a lot of your beach cottages mixed with the newer construction homes that people have come in, toward down the old ones and rebuilt some new ones. There's also a lot of vacation rentals here. But as you can see, this is just my website for my real estate business, but it has a very useful tool, and it's an area guide that's actually very quite useful. So it'll show you things like hospitals, schools in the area. It'll show you the parks in the area, transit stations, grocery stores, and everything else on each little section of Encinitas. Now, if we scroll down just a little bit, it'll tell you kind of the average sold price in bright green letters. You can't really miss it. So in Leucadia as a whole, right now the average sold price is $2.5 million. So that's something to consider if moving to Encinitas is your desire. Now, that is going off of majority single family residents. So there's not really going to be too many condos in the Leucadia area, but what you can find are some fantastic homes that if you do have the budget to fix up a home, Leucadia has a lot of potential to do so. Now, what are some of the top schools in Leucadia? Well, you have Capri Elementary School. Now, on my website here, again, it's a very useful tool. That's why I figured I'd share it. If you click on the schools tab, it'll literally walk you through what school district the school's in, and it even gives you a student teacher ratio, which I think is fantastic. if I were sending my kids to this school, 25 students to one teacher. When I was growing up, it was more like 40 to 1. So to me, that's a great ratio. But it also gives you a number of students in the school, how much lunch is free, male, female, if that is a desire, and also the amenities that the school has. But overall, as far as Leucadia goes, it's really highly sought after in terms of what type of homes are here. Now, like I said, the average homes right now in Leucadia, the average sold price is 2.5 million. So a lot to offer for Leucadia, but that's going to pretty much wrap up that area. There's not much going on. There is a golf course over here. If we go back to this map, so this area right here is Leucadia. So you have this Encinitas Ranch golf course, which sits on the inland side of Leucadia. Obviously, you have Leucadia State Beach, or Beacons, which is a fantastic surfing spot. And then along PCH here, you'll have some fantastic eateries, taco shops, boutique shopping areas. But that actually goes all the way down through the entire PCH section of Encinitas, all the way through Cardiff and whatnot. But let's just kind of carry that on, and that will take us down to Old Encinitas. So Old Encinitas is really the downtown section of Encinitas, hence Old Encinitas or Old Downtown. And what you're going to find in Old Encinitas is majority of things in this area are going to be a lot of vacation rentals, for one, because this is definitely where majority of the shopping or places to eat are. Now, are there schools in Old Encinitas? Yes. However, they're going to be more inland. Like I said, this area right here is predominantly where most of the food. You also have the coaster station, which stops right here off of Vulcan Avenue, and that's where you can catch the coaster to go north and south, up and down the coast of San Diego. But majority of the schools, like I said, are going to be over on this east portion of Old Encinitas. If you're looking for any parks in the area, there's tons of beach parks. Swami's is a fantastic surfing spot. But all of these little beach parks offer unique things. Each one has their own unique thing about them. Now, if you're looking for a home in Old Encinitas, like I said, some will be right here. You obviously have your super coastal ones, but majority will be on this, I guess we'll call it east portion of the 5 freeway. And right now we're looking at the average sold price of 1.7 million. So getting into Encinitas and being able to access the schools and what Encinitas has to offer, obviously between the two, Old Encinitas and Old Encinitas and Leucadia, Old Encinitas is going to offer a little more bang for your buck there. Now you can see all the schools, and this goes through really throughout all of Encinitas, but all the schools are 4 to 5 stars. Obviously, you have San Diego High Academy, which is known for its top tier placements and fantastic teaching and ability to kind of further your child's education. It grades 9 through 12, so it's your standard high school, but it has a lot to offer there at that high school academy. Now, if we carry on this more or less tour of Encinitas and we continue south from there, so here we got Swami's, which is Old Encinitas, and we continue down to Cardiff, which Cardiff to me is one of my favorite parts of Encinitas as a whole. Why? Mainly because I like the fact that it feels a little more removed from the hustle and bustle. If you're a downtown person, then obviously Old Encinitas being closer to that area would be awesome. Now, I will say that this area right here, let me zoom in a little bit. This area right around here is the walking district of Cardiff. I just had some clients that bought a fantastic home right there overlooking the water. You can see South Cardiff Reef here, and they're going to build their dream home. So a lot of this area right around the south part of Cardiff is on what I would call a terraced kind of living situation. And then you can kind of see here, but right west of the 5, you go up a hill, and then this is all downhill from here. So this is, if it gave me a topography option, you'd be able to see that a lot of those lots are terraced, giving a lot of those lots views. So if you're looking for a really fantastic view, Cardiff would be a really good option. Now, the average sold price in Cardiff, there's not too many homes compared to the rest of Encinitas in Cardiff, but Cardiff does offer a fantastic style of living. Now, average sold price basically just under or just over $2 million currently is what we're looking at. A little bit less of a population, and about 56% of homes are owned by or lived in by homeowners. So also this site can give you pretty good demographic of who lives in these homes or in the area. Now, obviously, if we look at the schools, one of the most sought after, which I know a few people really go after, is the Cardiff Elementary. It has its own school district, which is Cardiff Elementary School District, and it's very unique. A low teacher to student ratio, and overall, this is a very highly sought after elementary school. Now, I wish I could grow up and go to school right on the beach, but I can't. I'm already grown up. So maybe next time I go around here. If we carry on the tour throughout Encinitas, we'll just kind of go into the old Encinitas area. Now, the old Encinitas, the new Encinitas area. Now, the new Encinitas area, so old is the downtown area. If we take it inland, this is all a new Encinitas area. It's basically, if you see these cream-colored boxes, these are going to be more of your big box retailers. You're also going to have some more condos up in this area, and you'll have a little more shopping to explore. If you just see supermarkets up here, you got things like Walmart and Target are around this area. Here you'll have all your Albertsons, Ralph's, Trader Joe's, Farmers Market, Sprouts Farmers Market, but a lot of big box retailers are along this stretch of El Camino Real, and majority of the homes in New Encinitas are going to be in this eastern portion, which you have some condos, and then you also have some single families mixed in there. So right now, the average sold price in the New Encinitas area is going to be $1.2 million, roughly around that point. So if you're looking to squeak into Encinitas and possibly find a great single family residence, then New Encinitas is going to be definitely the place for you. In relation to having all the shopping, having all the access to great schools, and access to getting downtown Encinitas into the beaches, and really being a central location of what Encinitas has to offer, that would be New Encinitas for you. If we go and take a peek at the schools here, you got 5-star schools, kindergarten through 6th grade. It's going to be Flora Vista, and then you got 7th through 8th. Middle school, and then you also have high schools in the area as well. So again, you can't really go wrong anywhere in Encinitas, but throughout the entire city. If you're looking for something that's most affordable, the new Encinitas area is going to be the most affordable. Now, there is another portion of Encinitas, call it the most eastern portion of Encinitas, which is Olivenhain. And if we take a look on this map, it's basically all this portion here. This area is pretty cool because you can still have chickens, you can still have, some livestock, horses, things like that. There's equestrian properties out here. A lot of Olivenhain offers larger lots, definitely a more rural, or when I drive around this area, I kind of feel like I'm in some rolling hills of maybe Tennessee, or in a beautiful like NorCal kind of style as far as vegetation goes, because you are a little bit further from the coast, but the vegetation is phenomenal when driving around. You have some fantastic parks in Olivenhain. Obviously, you got Little Oak Equestrian Park and Worry Park. The shopping throughout Olivenhain is not as great. It's a little more sparse, only because things are more spread out, which you can expect as you go through the rural areas of Encinitas. Now, the average sold price in Olivenhain, Encinitas, is around the 2.2, 2.3 range, and a little less residents than you're going to see a little less residents than you would see, in parts of, for example, New Encinitas or Leucadia, where things are a little more crammed together. In Olivenhain, you're going to see those things more spread out. Like I said, the larger lots, you can have horses, equestrian properties as a whole. Now, I will say, if you're looking for a resource that you can kind of get a full-on report on what it's like living in these specific areas, or maybe you want a full overall Encinitas market report, well, all you'd have to do is you can either click on one of these here. We'll just do it for Leucadia, for example. Click on market report, and you can just do a simple type in your name, and it'll give you a full. We'll use my old maiden name. Yes, my maiden name. Long story. Anyways, this will give you a full market report of what it's like living in these specific parts of Encinitas, and really dial it in so you can see the lowest sold price, $416. It might be a little condo. The highest sold price, $9 million. Obviously, that's going to be something right on the water. So it'll give you the variation of price, averaging that out to 2.5. Tell you how many homes have sold, what's the average sold square footage, the average bath, and whatnot. All the demographics on occupancy, whether there's renters, owners, age, employment, education, the population growth, what we're seeing currently, household income averages. I mean, really nitty gritty, fine details. So if you are a number person and you want to see what's going on in these specific cities, it's very easy to find and get these things. So you just go to ValariRealtyGroup.com. I'll put the link below, but hit areas. You can go to any city really in North County. I got pretty much everything in North County. Hit that, you hit market report, and it'll take you right there. So with that being said, that's going to wrap up the video on Encinitas as a whole. And I hope that I shed a little bit of light for you. It's more of a raw video. I just wanted to get this out there because I'm beginning the questions of, like, what is it like living in this area, and I've been sharing these resources individually with people, so I figured why not share it at scale, and if it helps you get the information that you're looking for on your specific city, then great. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to provide fantastic resources and be a fantastic resource for anyone looking to move to, from, or within the San Diego County area. So with that, if you've gotten any value from this video, hit the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing. Got some fantastic stuff coming down the pipeline. Not to mention the free move program. If you haven't heard about it, drop a comment below, drop free move, and I will get that info over to you on how you can move to from the San Diego County area, and the movers and the moving costs are covered by your truly. That's me. And yeah, that's everything I got. And we'll see you on the next video, which will be dropping here on Friday or Saturday of this week. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.